You're on.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This meeting is being held with the benefit of public notice as required by the Open Public Meetings Act. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Mr. Carabelli?
Here.
Ms. Phillips?
Here.
Mr. Whalen?
Here.
Mr. Caparo?
Here.
Mr. Ty?
Here. Would everyone please rise for the flag salute and the invocation?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, bless our Hamilton community. May we continue to assist our seniors, encourage our youth, and build all neighborhoods with the love that you taught us. May we also pray for those confronted with despair and loss. May you be their source of hope and direction. And may we, as a government, assist those in need. We make all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Mr. President, for your consideration, we have the 3 sets of minutes. February 4th executive session, February 18th regular meeting, and March 4th regular meeting minutes.
Do I have a motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Caparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
Next, we have communications, joint commendation recognizing, and that is misspelling, it is Arbor Day, April 25th, and joint commendation recognizing Earth Day, April 22nd.
Do I have a motion to pass?
I'll make a motion on C1 and C2.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Caparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
We just have the amendment to the agenda that I just...
So there has been an amendment to the agenda that has since been posted on the website, removing Resolution 25-199, which is a resolution amending Resolution 25-080 for the Township of Hamilton, confirming the 4th round of affordable housing obligations pursuant to PL 2024, Chapter 2, and the Fair Share Housing Act, NJSA 5227D-302. We also have an amendment to the title of Resolution Consent Agenda Item 8, 25-207, a resolution authorizing an agreement for professional services with Greener by Design LLC for the environmental energy consulting services for the Township of Hamilton for the period of May 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2026 with a $45,000 maximum, and adding CA 21 25-220, a resolution determining that the property identified as Block 1666, Lot 80, located at 386 East State Street, be designated as a non-condemnation redevelopment area in accordance with the local redevelopment and housing law, NJSA 40A 12A1 et seq., and authorizing preparation of a redevelopment plan. Can I please have a motion on the amendments to the agenda?
I'll make second.
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Caparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
First, we have Resolution 125-198. This is a resolution approving the application of Shamil Al-Bashiri, doing business as Jersey Auto Cars LLC for a secondhand automobile dealer license located at 1634 Nottingham Way.
Any questions or comments from council? Any members of the public wishing to ask questions or make comments? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to move on Resolution 25-198.
I'll second it.
You got 2 seconds.
Okay.
Chuddy, okay.
Take your pick.
Yeah, good motion.
Ladies first.
Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Caparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
Moving on to consent agenda, we have items CA1 through CA21.
Just a few notes. We have, we're going to be accepting a donation of a memorial stone honoring Little League umpires in this batch of consent agenda items. CA8 is is a professional services agreement for environmental energy consulting services for the township. This is going to help the township to maximize our renewable energy utilization. So looking forward to the work coming from that. We have a resolution, we have contracts. A lot of this is pro forma, and I'll open it up to my council members for any questions or comments.
Just want to thank the District 12 Volunteer Little League umpires. You may not know this, but during the districts and the tournaments and sectionals, and they're not paid. So they're strictly volunteers that just do it for the love of the game and to be out there. So I appreciate Mr. Shutek allowing us this memorial for them. So that's,
Didn't know that.
yeah. So
Is this going to be placed over at the,
right near the bench at Veterans Park, I think, Kathy?
Or the Wall of Fame?
It's to be determined where it's going to be placed.
Yeah, for safety and so forth.
Okay,
We
so-
don't want people to trip,
Over
be
I
bad.
got you. I got you. We'll be back.
Yeah. If there aren't any other questions or comments from my colleagues on council, I'll open it up to members of the public. Any members of the public wishing to ask a question or make a comment on today's consent agenda? Oh, would you like to come up?
You kind of answered it, but I was just curious.
Come on up, Janice. You're one of two people in the audience. I didn't.
I thought I was going to be the only one. I pulled in the parking lot, there was no cars.
I know.
None except you guys.
I know.
I'm thinking, oh, the meeting must have been canceled or something, Okay, I was, the first, number one, how big do you know how big this stone is? I mean, and you said it's going to go in Veterans Park by the Little League?
By DeMayo.
By the who?
By DeMayo Field.
It's like a big rock, so,
They're going to
Oh,
carve the
okay.
names of
do you want to see what it looks like?
honorees.
Yeah, I have a picture.
Yeah. He is always so good with this stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's
And it's
coming
going
from the granite.
to list their names on it?
Yeah.
It'll probably list some names of the umpires.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, my God.
No, that's it.
Looks like 3 people.
Oh, it's nice.
but
Yeah.
someone
Okay,
like
that
me
is
who's a
big.
mom.
Councilman Pepera, would you show our other guests also? Just for,
Okay.
Gonna put it
is
right
really
next to the
nice.
rock they got from me.
So it'll have the names on it and what it's for.
when we
and
get
all.
that one.
Yes.
Been there for a while. You just
Okay,
buy
very
For
that.
those that have volunteered, right?
That's it. Just-
Okay. Well, that's nice to see we do really nice things. And we should promote it. And when we get it in there, we should make sure it goes in the paper
Oh,
for everyone to see.
Well, I know the administration is good about getting the word out about the good works. Can't always dictate to the paper what they're going to print or not print.
That's true. The Trentonians usually pretty
Or
good
if
with the
they're going to
local.
print it.
So, okay, very nice.
Probably get it out in an email blast and do a press
Oh.
release type thing when it's, in place.
Or put it on your website,
Yep.
for one of the things to see.
Yeah.
Say, surprise, guess what we got?
Maybe the rock will show up in the next calendar. Get a nice picture of a rock in the next township calendar.
Oh, you meant the rock.
We could dress it up like the one that goes down 530 on the way to LBI.
there you go. There you go.
And put a baseball cap on each little point. Okay, thank you.
Any other members of the public wishing to ask any questions or make any comments?
On that,
No.
Okay.
Fair enough. Seeing no members of the public wishing to comment, I'll entertain a motion.
Council President, I'll make a motion to close the public comment and move on consent agenda items CA1 through CA21.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Pepero?
Yes.
Mr. Conlon?
Yes.
Ordinance 125-004, this is an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank pursuant to NJSA 40A:4-45 20.14. This is second reading, public hearing.
Cap bank extension will be capping it out at 3.5%. Any members of the, no comments from council? Any members of the public wishing to comment on ordinance 25-004?
We're going to have the same OLS,
Janice, come on up.
the first reading OLS for the housing. No.
John Scott, 432 Trinity Avenue, Cornell Heights. Is this planning to exceed the budget, or we're already going to be exceeding the budget, and this is making us exceeding the budget?
So anything over 2.5% has to be authorized by council. So with this, we are authorizing up to 3.5%. And some of the reasons for that include the rising cost of healthcare, rising cost of garbage collection. Garbage collection costs went up by 50%. The healthcare costs, I believe, went up by like 6 million. So there are a lot of fixed costs, that we have no choice but to pay these expenses, and so we have to allow for that.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That way nobody can yell and scream at you for doing it.
Right.
It's already been approved.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Janice. Okay. And if no other members of the public wish to comment, then, sir, did you wish to,
Well, I wish to
please,
say something.
on this ordinance?
Yeah, because you said you have no choice.
Well, the choice is to cut healthcare benefits for our employees or to cut garbage collection services, so that's not much of a choice.
Well, they're not choices, they're not options.
And what about the...
Excuse me, sir, could you please state your name?
My name is Jean Michaud, and I'm the pastor of the Holy Trinity Baptist Church in Hamilton Township. And so I inquired this morning. They tell me you're going to have a meeting tonight, and I'm here. I'm not going to speak on that thing because I never know nothing about that. They give me papers, and I'm going to, maybe if I got time, I will talk about the taxes and the assessment, everything like that. So
Okay.
I don't have nothing against these.
Fair enough.
Papers.
We're going to have public comment,
Right.
and then you're free to make a comment on any issue that you wish or ask any question that you wish.
Thank you very much.
Be coming up shortly. Thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. So seeing no other members of the public wishing to join us,
That's why nobody's here.
do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to close the public comment portion and move ordinance 1-25004 on second reading.
I'll second it.
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Reparo?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes. All right, now we are going to open it up to comments on any topic from members of the public. Pastor, you're welcome to come on up and comment on any issue for the next 4 minutes.
Thank you. I have a problem, and I believe my councilmen and women had been elected, and maybe I might be the one of the person who vote for. But I got a problem every time I inquire about the taxes, and I went from the people who assess people's houses, and nobody know nothing. And I inquired to the administration. I received those 2 pieces of papers, and I can get no answer to my question. And I say I have to come to my council people to find the answer. And it seemed to me that something wrong, because when they assess people's houses, I've been in this state for 52 years, and used to be inspector came in and see if you remodel it, if you do something, if you add things. And right now, people rely on a machine and to tell them when to assess your houses. And this is the bad thing, because the assessor, I believe not only me, and I lost my wife 4 years ago.
Condolences.
And I come down there, I bring them a copy of my wife's death certificate. First of all, I ask them to take my wife's name on the deed, and I have to pay for it. And I don't complain about it. I pay for the papers to take my wife's name on it. 4 years ago, 4 years from now, my wife died April 17, 2021. And I filed the tax form, they call the anchor. And I received a check, and my wife's name, I pay on it. And when I went to the bank refused to take it back to them right away. And he take me 5 months to get the check back. And I have to send a letter and threatening them to take them to the governor's office. And after that, they sent me a check. But I believe that a lot of people got the same thing, same problem with me. Because they send you a check to help you pay the 4th quarter of the taxes. And when I inquired to the tax office downstairs, they said they don't have no authority over that. And they give me that paper, say the taxes of Mercer County Open Space, Hamilton Township School District, Hamilton Township Public Library. And
I'm sorry to interrupt. Your 4 minutes is up. Now, Janice, is it okay if we let him, we'll give you another 2 minutes.
okay. And I tried to find out if you, my people, we elected to take care of us, and what did you got anything about people like me? I know there are a lot of people like that, and who are widows and senior citizens. And I am 82 years old, and
Oh, wow.
I spoke to the Governor Kozai about that problem before, and we got a lot of people. We don't have in the Hamilton Township, but we got a lot of problem with evicted people and people who live and work all their life to buy a house, and when they become a citizen, senior citizen, and they can't pay, they evicted them for the things. And I tried to find out what, if you got a plan to help those people.
Yeah. And so there are a couple of different points that you've raised. One is the matter of changing the deed. That happens at the township level, right?
County.
That's at the county
Circuit's
level.
office.
It has to be done at the county clerk's
The
office.
clerk's office, I mean.
And so the clerk's office does that, and if there were any charges, I apologize, but they do that for any deed changes, I think, and that's at the county level. We don't do that at the municipal level.
So, and then the state relies on the county records to issue those anchor checks, I guess.
So I'm not sure if that automatically changes an application that they may have had in with both names on it or not. Mr. Michaud, did you go through the process with the state to change and have your wife's name removed from your anchor application as well?
Yes, I did.
And did you
because
ever
my
get
wife-
your
not
check?
Not only I did that,
Yeah.
my wife was an employee of the state. When she died, we sent everything to them.
Yeah.
And when I went down there to file for the papers,
Right.
I give them a copy of the death certificate.
Right, okay. So they did finally change it on the anchor application. Did you
I don't
get
know if
a,
they changed it or not because
did you get a replacement check?
I got the replacement check.
Oh, you did?
But I don't know if they changed it or not.
Well, hopefully they changed it and gave you a new check with just your name, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I'm not sure, you know, I'm sure that'll happen each year now, so hopefully it'll be corrected and you won't have to go through that again. If you do, I want you to call my office and I'll make sure that we get in touch with somebody at that state office, because that's a program that runs through the state, and the other departments are correct if they say they, you know, we don't have much control over how they administer that. It only happens at the local level when you get your check and it goes against your taxes, but that's a state program. But sometimes we can help if we have to intervene.
Well, I try to get, when I got that problem, I try to get in touch with any council person, and nobody want to give me any office where they got council is to go.
So we don't have offices here. We're part-time employees. We don't have an office. That's why there was nowhere to go.
But at least they got email or telephone.
Yeah, the emails are right, everything's right online. You can get that, but yeah, we don't have a physical office. It's not like you can knock on the door and come see us.
You're always welcome to come to the clerk's office.
Yep.
She'll put you in touch.
Downstairs?
with us. Yeah, downstairs.
I went everywhere. I went even to the lawyers,
Even
the
to
lawyer's
lawyer.
office downstairs, and everybody, well, we don't have no address, we don't have
Yeah.
this, and
We are here to help. I know you've experienced some frustration with this issue with the check. And, you know, fortunately, it's been resolved. You have gotten the
what
check
killing me?
properly.
I'm going to sit down. What killing me is when somebody working and buy a house. It seems to me that you got two mortgages. One you can finish pay, and the other one is the taxes. You will never finish to pay it. If you can't pay, there is no program for you to go. And the only thing they do, they send a sheriff to put you out, evicted you. And after a while, I spoke clearly against that, and they put a price tag on those people. They call them homeless. That's an injustice.
I was just going to say, one program that maybe the congregation should be aware of at the county level, specifically for utilities, though. This isn't for taxes or for your mortgage, but is a program that the county runs out of its housing department that could subsidize the cost of that utility bill that you're faced with, or that individuals are faced with in the township and throughout Mercer County, for that matter.
And I read all of that, and they want you to be with something in your hand, poor to give you. They tell you
There's definitely income constraints, yes, but I think that they're pretty generous with the program. There's definitely requirements on, if you're husband and wife with one child or two children, but there are eligibility requirements, definitely. But
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
if you need any guidance along those fronts, I can help you with that.
And also at the county is the Office of Senior Services, who may be able to connect anybody in need with additional resources. There are always new grant programs and different programs that we may not be aware of that the specialists in that office.
All of them, they require you to be in the bottom.
The other thing is,
that's not true.
we share your concern regarding affordability in Hamilton, and we work every day to provide a good level of services to our residents while keeping the township affordable. And we're open to suggestion. I mean, if there is some measures that we can take in order to make things affordable, especially for our seniors, we are open to suggestion. We're open to discussing any solutions in that regard, because it is, it's tough for our seniors. There's no question, and we do want to do the best we can to take care of them.
You got senior who don't even make $19,000 a year, and but as for me, last year I paid $9,346, and this year they sent me an assessor for $10,131.50.
Your income was 19 and your taxes were 10?
Yeah. And when I inquire why, they said they don't have no recollection, and I showed them this. This is an assessment papers. And if a man who receives maybe $10,000 or $20,000 a year, and you're going to pay $10,000 some dollars a year, and if you got a mortgage and you have to pay insurance, you have to pay all those things, you're left with nothing.
Similar problem all over the country.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I think if I have to get somebody to make a petition, we have to write a petition about that. Something has to be done. And because we don't want nobody to lose their house because they can't pay.
The problem is everything that we talk about, the government functions, all the programs, they all come from tax dollars. So if we stop collecting tax dollars, the programs go away, the services go away, the roads stop being paved, your garbage stops being picked up. So if you're disagreeing with the amount of taxes that you're paying, we can have a conversation about that. Maybe talk to somebody about getting it reassessed. But taxes have to be collected. I understand what you're saying. If people
I believe in taxes. I'm a pastor. Jesus taxes. I believe in taxes.
Did you talk to anybody at the tax office about having it reassessed?
They don't want to give you anything. And
well, I don't want to skate past that point. You can file a tax appeal. That is an option.
I understand that. That's another problem. That's another problem, because it seems to me that you come to somebody to help you pay $10, you can't pay $10, and they send you to another office to file an appeal, and you have to pay for the appeal, and that's another problem.
Is there a charge for the appeal?
Yeah, they charge for it.
Well, I mean, it's a county tax board, so I don't know off the top of my head, but.
For the township?
No, yes, it goes to the county tax board, and there's a hearing, so I represent the township there, and he has to provide comparables that show that what he's being taxed is not fair, but he has to provide enough evidence that the county tax board will change it. Yeah.
And processes like that are really put in place to protect you and all of our residents from some other residents getting favorable treatment by having a transparent process like that. So I know it's burdensome, but it is put in place to protect you and all of our residents and to ensure fair treatment for everyone.
And I remember overall, the property values in our town have gone up substantially. And so, you know, the tax rate therefore then reflects that.
So what that have to do with is that, and because if somebody in their house, they're not going to sell no house, and they don't have no place to go, and if their property tax go up, and there is nothing wrong with the property going up.
It looks like the cost of the tax appeal is, if the house is under 150,000, it's $5. If it's between 150 and 500,000, it's $25. And then it looks like 500 or more is $100. And then there's another $25 charge. So it could be anywhere from 50 to 100.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking your time, but
Well, look, we appreciate it.
There's nobody, but is there somebody we could point at least in the right direction, so Kathy and Melissa, somebody that could help point him in the right direction, get him the help he's looking for? Sounds like there's some confusion in here, and the last thing we want,
We can help out as much as
if we can help out as much as
Yep.
we can, at least get him pointed in the right direction, get him to the tax assessor and,
Right.
you know, with the county.
And I think the mayor's office provided you with some additional information, was it today or
this is what they
earlier?
give me a letter,
Yeah.
and
There should be a list of resources of other options besides just the anchor program. You might qualify for
Well,
a senior deduction, which again has income restrictions, but that's another state program that we administer through application at the local level.
yeah, they give me this, but the state combine them, they send you this, replace everything else, and it's complicated for people who can't file it. They have to find somebody to file it for
Put on
them.
my glasses.
What is
Yeah,
that?
they are hard. You're
This
right
is a
in that.
2024 form PASS, that's the first time I saw it.
That's that anchor program. It's the tax freeze in his.
Yeah, but they combine all three together.
So-
Yes,
one
they're all
application.
combined together, and it's not, I mean, they have to do it annually, so, you know, the state makes you jump through little hoops or whatever just to get that, but that's a good program, it's a good reimbursement, it's a lot more than some of the others that are reimbursed, and the income limits are a little bit higher than a lot of other programs also, but you still may qualify for something like a senior tax deduction, which is another $250 that you can take right off of your taxes if you qualify for that and get that. So if you haven't tried to apply for that, then we can talk about that one as well.
Okay, thank you.
But before we go, I'll give you my information, and I want you to call my office so that I can help you in any way we can.
Thank you very much.
All right.
So the state of New Jersey bill started this year, correct?
Which did?
State of New Jersey bill,
did.
the assembly bill that refunds seniors up to $6,500 on their taxes?
Yeah, I don't know if that's combined with this anchor
It's in
program.
that, they combine it with the,
Yeah. They
Anchor.
put a lot of programs together, and it's one application, and so they qualify in a number of different ways. But again, they do have to fill that out every year, and there's also a piece in that, that one multiple application that has to be brought into the tax office. The tax office fills out a piece of it, and then they send that all in, so.
now they don't want you to take it to
But you
the
know,
tax
on
office.
those freeze forms, have you ever been to our senior center here in the township?
No,
We have a senior center, you should go by, it's fantastic, we have a lot of members, but every year, they do an assistance where on that particular day, you come in with your forms,
Yeah.
and they help you fill them out.
Okay.
They also do it for taxes, which again, income
I
taxes
tried
are
it.
different. Yeah?
I tried it, and a lot of time you have to come early. And if you don't come early, they're full.
There's a lot of people taking advantage of it, that notion, right?
Yeah.
The state of New Jersey,
very
the state of New
popular.
Jersey application is on the Division of Taxation's webpage. You can apply right on there. You have to do it by October of 2025. So I don't know that you would have gotten that money yet if you haven't even applied for it. So I think we should point him in that direction to apply for this to help him in the future.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm not speaking only for myself because I know
understand.
there are people who can even go to a machine. And
A
so,
lot of people in
Yeah.
stressful situations.
thank you very much.
Thank us.
All right, thank you. Janice, did you have any questions or comments tonight?
Most certainly.
We're glad to see you.
Oh, thank you.
And your favorite Easter.
And I love your Easter sweater too.
That is
very nice. Very nice.
Oh, we have to go with the holidays.
Passover nails?
Huh?
Passover nails, 10 plates.
Oh, okay.
That's very nice.
All right.
If I would have known, I would have come.
Oh. But, no, they're just these tchotchke things. I mean, talking about, you said about taxes going up. 2 houses next door to me, Cornell Heights, are over $500,000 they're asking for them.
Yep.
I'm thinking, holy shoot, living next to the creek and the swamp and all that stuff, and all of a sudden we're over $500,000, and whoa-wee. You know, when you used to say Cornell Heights, they went, where? Okay, so now we're getting on the map. Okay, then somebody brought a point up, which was good, about the calendar. They don't put what the pictures are.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I need a blue pen.
Okay, because there was a picture of a house on there, and it didn't say,
No,
what it was.
I think we talked about that.
It would be nice to know, because you're thinking, oh, wow, what was this place before? Maybe
Right.
it's modernized now with this, old grops or whatever, And of course, the house on now, I'm thinking, gee, wonder where that is, or
I
what
tend
it
to
was.
think that was a common comment. The calendar was very well done, but I wish there was some captions as well.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
mentioned
calendar is
that.
very
Yeah.
helpful, and each month it tells you stuff, but it'd be nice to know what these places are.
I agree.
So, and then the other thing is, I had no idea why they were doing, but I guess it's the county fixing Sweetbriar Road.
They blocked it off today. I tried to get down it today.
I mean, they had all the horses at the end of everybody's street. Nobody knew what was going on. Thought we were getting locked in the neighborhood or whatever. And so then yesterday, they put the horse up right in front of my driveway, so I couldn't get out of my driveway. And, so things like that. But here they're repaving it. And the problem, I mean, it is a problem the way it's set up. But trying to get back into the neighborhood, or people coming down from Quaker Bridge have to go into the jug handle and then go around to East State Street Extension to get to Whitehead Road. I sat in the jug handle for 15 minutes today trying to get through.
It was bad today.
And there was a policeman sitting there, and I'm thinking, really, there was not that much traffic. There's no traffic coming down the hill, and just people going across, that he really should have maybe got out and stopped anybody coming from the other way and let the traffic flow.
And then, God forbid, somebody comes over that hill a little fast and he causes an accident, and he's the one liable.
That's true, but I mean, not that many people were coming over, and you're trying to get into there
It only
too.
takes one, and then he loses his job.
That's true. That's true, but they were kind of smart, and I was getting a little after around 3:30, and the school buses and all were coming and everything, so they took all the barriers down, and then things started rolling again. So, I don't know how long they're going to be doing that, but I didn't think the road was that bad except by the light, but if they're fixing it, they're fixing it. And of course, I hope all the trash that's laying along the side of the road will also get cleaned up after they're done.
Janice, you're the first person to come before council and say you didn't want your road repaired.
I didn't say I didn't want it, I was just surprised they were doing it. I mean, there are other roads that are really bad, you think, why aren't they fixing these,
It's a main artery between two towns.
There's also, one of the challenges that the township has faced with the roads over the past couple of years is working with Trenton Water Works. We don't want to pave a road right before they dig it up to replace the pipes in the road. So that's something that I know the township has been trying to coordinate when roads get paved in order to come in behind Trenton Water Works where possible.
Yeah, because we had a big problem with that, and before. But because there is always in front of Tammy Duffy's house at the bottom of the hill, that always leaks from Trenton Waterworks. I don't know how many times they've dug that up, so I don't know whether they're paving all the way down to there. If they are, then I hope they double check before they hit there. But, so that's the story. Okay?
Well, thanks for letting us know. I know it's a temporary situation. and
Yeah, so,
hopefully they can resolve it quickly.
So, I mean, it was, because when I was sat there for 15 minutes in Jug Handle, I'm thinking, in another hour, the trains are coming in. When they come in, it's kill or be killed when those people are trying to get out. So I figured,
They do come
thank God they
whizzing out of
cleaned it
that
up before they
parking lot.
came in. Okay.
It's true.
And
You have
happy
2 more minutes
Passover.
if you want.
And to the rest of you, may the bunny treat you well.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Seeing no other members of the public, we'll go to council comment.
I'll go first.
Sure, Councilman.
Short and sweet, the Yankees are about to start. I'd like to first thank the residents for coming in. We appreciate you coming in, your comments. If there's a way we can help you, if you want to talk to us privately, please take our emails or phone number, and we'll be happy to help you. It brings up a good point that maybe, and I'm not sure it could be on the website, maybe we need to start getting more of this information on the website. Maybe we need to get it on social media. I know the Facebook page is pretty active. I'd still like to see more dogs being showcased on there. I think there's room to be done, there's work to be done there, which we'll address tomorrow night. But I think maybe with the senior services, this state of New Jersey tax application, maybe we could put those links on there, so at least people can share it to some of their friends or family members that need it, just to help provide a service. Since it's a long week, I'm going to leave it there. Just say, next time we see each other, Passover and Easter will be over. So happy holidays to whatever it is that you celebrate. Spring sports are kicking off, and have a nice week. We'll see, I guess, most of you tomorrow.
Thank you, Councilman Papero. Who wants to go next?
I'll yield to Nancy. Let Nancy go.
Okay then. Thank you. I also want to thank the residents. Thank you, Janice, and thank you, Pastor, for coming out. We don't know about, sometimes we need to be reminded, I should say, of some of the concerns of our citizens. So I'm glad that you came tonight. I made many notes. I agree with Councilman Papero, just making sure we get the information out there. So we really do appreciate it. And to my council colleagues and to you, hope we have good holidays and good spring breaks for those who have them. And that's about all I got.
Thank you.
Good night.
Oh, I'll go. Again, thank you for coming out, Pastor, and sharing some of the issues that you're having, and some of your parishioners that belong to your church, I'm sure, are going through the same things, and hopefully you get some information that's needed. It's going to help you and your congregation. I'm going to really keep it short. It's Easter week and Passover. I wish everybody a good holiday, and like our friend over there, Janice, says, is I hope the Easter Bunny treats you well, right? So, that's it.
I'm going to be super quick. I just want to wish everyone a happy Easter and a great Passover. Hopefully you get to spend some time with your family over the next few days, and hopefully the weather breaks with this cold spell. So hopefully we get some warm days. It's supposed to be nice on Saturday, or warmer on Saturday, I should say. So thank you for coming out this evening.
So I'm going to wish everyone a happy holiday, whether it be Passover or Easter, whatever everyone celebrates. I hope you enjoy. Time spent with family is always nice, and I also want to wish everyone a happy Earth Day. It's going to be Earth Day before we meet again, which makes today especially appropriate for our renewable energy resolution, which we passed. So I'm looking forward to seeing the continued progress toward less reliance on the grid, more production of our own energy, working toward energy independence for Hamilton. That'll certainly contribute to future cost savings for our taxpayers, and contribute to a cleaner environment as well. So a big milestone with that work tonight. And otherwise, happy spring. I hope the warm weather continues to hold out for everyone. And this meeting is adjourned.
Warm weather.
Are we done being recorded?